Hi everybody, it's day 4 of Tis the Season Scrapping series. It's Audrey. I can't believe we're on day 4 already. It's going by so fast. Today my guest is Hannah, and Hannah makes some gorgeous pages, and I love her traveler's notebooks too, so make sure you go check out her channel. And my page today is also part of the 12 Days of Giving blog hop at Hip Kit Club, and I actually designed this cut file today that you can get for free on the Hip Kit Club blog. So I am using, I used some pattern papers from the kit, and there are some kind of like a greenish plaid print, and I think that is from crepe paper, and then kind of a bluish, a dark bluish gray, and I thought that these colors would be really pretty together. So actually, so far I've only cut out the green, but I actually go back and cut out the bluish gray. And I thought that this pink plaid paper would be a really good contrast. I love the combination of, here's the blue, of like a plaid with pine leaves. It reminds me of, you know, a very woodsy look, or, you know, like an Adirondack theme or something. Okay, so this page is going to be a pretty simple design because I really want this cut file to stand out, and I think it does. I think it looks, you know, like real pine branches. And I wanted to have, you know, the photo be the star of the page as well. So I'm going to leave the embellishments to a minimum on this page and not much mixed media. So again, really just let that cut file stand out. I was hesitant to add another plaid print in, but this one was a much smaller scale, totally different contrast, and I think that the way I allowed it to frame the photo, you know, wasn't, it didn't clash that bad with the large pink print. So, and again, I love the little black plaid print with the pine leaves. So I play around with those pine branches for a really long time and moving them around to get them just right. But they don't actually move too much from what they look like right here. So I was thinking about doing a whole row of Christmas trees over to the right because I have that white space in my photo, and I thought that that was going to be where my embellishment cluster went. However, having the leaves in the bottom left corner, I felt like I had to keep my cluster over on that side and just leave the right bottom area of the photo empty. I am going to just add a few stickers over here, and I just put these stickers on here at first thinking, maybe I'll do something over here with journaling, but as I put them on there and kind of layered them there, I really liked how they looked there, so I'm going to leave them there. Also, I know this bothers some people, particularly I have a friend in mine who I know it bothers a lot when you mix something that has like a cream colored background with white. So my background paper is white, and my labels there are cream colored, but I kind of like that contrast. And I think that cream color kind of picks up in the color in the car there with the Christmas tree on it as well. So I had considered cutting like smaller branches and placing them in the top left, and then maybe another small cluster down on these labels here, but there are some stickers on a couple of the sticker sheets in the Hip Kit Club kit this month that had pine branches on them, so I just tucked a few under the top right corner. And I really love just the pink and the green, but as I started adding the labels and looking for little bits to add, I brought in a few more red things. And I had the little label on the top of the photo that says love and joy, and then there was this word joy, and it is that red and black plaid, which is so beautiful. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting at my kitchen table right now recording this, and my tablecloth is that exact pattern, the red and black plaid pattern. So I love that pattern. But with the piece up on the top of the photo and then the word joy, I definitely have to have something to kind of pick up on that red over by the labels. So the red label and then a couple other bits I'll add over there too. So again, I'm trying to add in other little patterns and stuff here, but I just didn't want to push it and didn't want to put too much on here. I thought maybe to pick up on some of the black a little bit more because there are quite a few bits of black, that maybe adding a little black label or something, or this little scalloped border, but I'm not really digging that. The little heart banner that's on the bottom red label, I know it looks black or brown, but it's actually gold foiled. So it's very hard to photograph, obviously, and when the video is, the light's not hitting it the right way, so you don't see the foil on it, but yeah, it kind of looks brown, but it is a gold foil. So I move those and I thought maybe, I put them down, to the bottom left, but that just kind of broke up the whole page design. I think to make sure that this page design felt the way it did is I had to keep that diagonal line clear besides clear of embellishments besides the branches. So I'm definitely going to leave the labels over to the right there. So I was just looking for a few other things to kind of layer in there. A few stickers. I got these little wood veneer pieces. I put another little chipboard piece up by the car, and that has a black border on it, which I think helps bring in more black into the page. And you also saw that I moved the word joy up to the left of the photo. I just thought it flowed better up there, and I kind of like the way that the branches kind of framed that underneath. So, yep, I keep playing around with those branches a lot. What else do I add in? Oh, a few buttons. I really love the buttons. One of the buttons is that black plaid pattern, so the one I put down by the labels, and again, that picks up in the pattern from around the photo, and just kind of going with the whole plaid theme. So I am pretty happy with the design. I decided to add a few little bits of green. I added a little green heart and a little green label that says fa la la over on the right where the labels are. Because actually it was to pick up on the green. The little branch sticker that's on the top has a little bit of a lighter green in it, a green that's different than the branches that I cut out. So I wanted to pick up on that green and create my visual triangle. So this is a really, really simple page for me. I didn't do a lot of embellishing. I didn't do a lot of mixed media, but I just love this cut file and I just love the way it works. And I kept asking myself, do I need to put anything else on here? What else does it need? I usually do a lot of layers and a lot of little bits and stuff, and I was just happy with the design and how it looked, and even though it was simple. So sometimes that's good. Sometimes I overthink things too, and I need to learn to let well enough alone. So okay, so I glued down my branches, glued down my photo. I'm going to move this over a little bit again and play around with that. So I had the gold foil hearts down the bottom right, and I felt like I had to put something else gold in here. So I end up adding, which I will do here in a minute, a gold star to the word joy, and this gold label underneath the top edge. So there's the gold label. So now I have my visual triangle of gold as well. And you can obviously see that, the visual triangle is pretty apparent there. And there's my little gold star button in the middle of the red button on the word joy. And that's it. Oh yeah, I forgot, I missed. I added, is this my seafoam? Yeah, it's the Heidi Stop Color Shine in seafoam. So just a few of those. It's almost the exact same color as the pattern paper. It's really pretty. I did stitch a red line down the diagonal of the page, and I added my date, and I stitched through the word joy too. It's funny, I didn't really talk much about this page, but it was not a joy because my kids were being terrible this day we got our Christmas tree last year, and actually that's what I journaled about there. So kind of funny. They do look cute though. They have their moments, but anyway, thank you so much for stopping by for day 4 today. Kind of a short and sweet page, but I love these cut files. Hope you like them too. Don't forget to go get them for free from the Hip Kit Club blog. Thanks so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Stay scrappy, friends.